Imagine waking up one day with two faces. It sounds like a scenario from a movie or a horror story. But in reality, there's a very rare biological condition called diprosopis, that is, facial duplication. In these cases, some parts of the face develop twice during embryonic growth. If a human really had two complete faces, the first important thing to understand is that they would probably still have only one brain. This means that both faces would be controlled by the same nervous system. The expressions would therefore be coordinated. If you smile, both faces would smile. If you talk, the muscles of both mouths could move together. Another interesting effect concerns the senses. With two faces, you could have more eyes, two noses, and two mouths. More eyes would mean a much wider visual field, maybe almost all around the head. However, the brain would have to process many more visual informations at the same time, which could create confusion or sensory overload. Even the sense of smell could be more sensitive, because two noses would mean more receptors for odors. Eating and breathing would become more complicated. Even if there were two mouths, usually the digestive system would remain a single one. So both would end up in the same throat and stomach. This would make it difficult to coordinate chewing and swallowing. The biggest problem, however, would concern the brain and the skull. Facial duplication is often linked to errors in embryonic development caused by abnormal genetic signals, such as those controlled by the gene sonic hedgehog, which guides the formation of the face. If these signals are duplicated, other parts of the brain could also develop irregularly. For this reason, having two faces would not be an evolutionary advantage. Even if you could see more or have more senses, neurological and structural problems would make this condition extremely difficult for survival. In nature, in fact, it is one of the rarest anomalies that exist.